Welcome to yet another episode on the Cricket Express, the channel that brings you cricket like no one else. और आज एक बहुत ही ज़रूरी series which is about to start, and by the time you see this episode, the series would have already started, and it's called the Gavaskar Trophy. And none other than Rohan Gavaskar is here with us to quickly talk us through this series which is about to start in India now. We saw previously, Rohan, this was a great series in Australia when India went there last time. So it ended on a very high note for India. So we ended on a high note. What do you predict is going to happen this time?
Well, I think we're going to win home advantage. And as you said, we ended on a high note when we were in Australia. The confidence that the entire team, the Indian team, took from that series, especially after being bundled out for 36 in that first test in Adelaide, in that day-night test, and then the way we sort of bounced back. Full credit to the players who were part of that series. I thought Ajinkya Rahane's captaincy was outstanding in that series. Rishabh Pant was superb. The bowling was superb, and we broke that long-standing record that Australia had at the Gabba, that they hadn't lost. We sort of broke that.
Yep. So
like you said, the high from that series and the confidence from that series that the players would take coming into this series at home is, I fully expect us to win the series.
Yes, and then as we know, Indian conditions are known for spinners, and there are Ravichandran Ashwin is going to be the backbone.
Yeah, and also the fact that you see that the Australian players, have got a player who bowls, whose action is like Ravichandran Ashwin, and he's bowling in the nets. That tells you that they're already thinking about Ravichandran Ashwin. They're already thinking about, he's in their mind, the pitch is in their mind. Is it going to turn? Is it going to bounce? Then you hear, ex-players talking about, if the pitches are fair, then Australia will. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I mean, was the pitch fair in Adelaide when a team gets all out for 36, and it's a low-scoring game? Game gets out in game gets over in two days.
Yeah.
Is that a fair pitch? Playing spin bowling is an art.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you have that ability, you'll manage.
True.
It's the same as playing seam bowling. It's the same as playing fast bowling.
Yeah.
You used to hear a lot of stories about, the Indian players can't play short pitch bowling. Right? Oh, they can't play short pitch bowling. That's an art.
Yeah.
Now, you never heard Indian players, Indian batters going abroad saying, okay, listen, if the pitches are fair and if they don't bounce, we'll win. Right?
Yes.
You prepare pitches according to what's your strength.
Yes.
And at this point, the strength. The good thing is at this point, you can't say the strength of the Indian bowling attack is spin or pace because it's such a balanced bowling attack.
Yes.
But what you can say is that the Australians aren't as confident against spin as they are against pace. Right. So you'll use your strength as spinners in your team to prepare pitches that will suit them.
Yes, and in the Australian spinning attack, if we speak about, so we have Nathan Lyon that we know, and then apart from him, I don't think there's anyone who has made a mark so far.
Well, look, he's a fantastic bowler. I mean, he is a fantastic bowler. There's absolutely no doubt. He's a quality bowler.
Yeah.
And look, Australia also have, it's a team filled with absolute quality cricketers. You look at someone like Steve Smith, you look at someone like David Warner.
Yeah.
In the first test, they're going to be missing out on Josh Hazlewood and Mitchell Starc, who I think are excellent cricketers, outstanding cricketers. And then you've got Nathan Lyon, who, like I said, is when you look at him and his numbers and his record and, just the way he bowls, quality bowler. So look, it's not like they don't have, they don't have the resources or the players. They're a top quality side.
Yeah, that's right. But advantage is home advantage to India because it's Indian conditions, and as you said, spinning being the
and I think spin will definitely play a part. I think they'll play a huge part, and we've got fantastic spinners. We've got like you said, we've got Ashwin. Ravindra Jadeja might be back.
Yes.
Then you've got someone like Akshar Patel, Kuldeep.
Yes.
So like I said, our bowling department right now is chock-a-block with talent. Look at our fast bowling, options we've got, the spin bowling options. At the moment, we're just a very high quality side.
Yes. How excited are you to see Surya Kumar Yadav bat in whites in Test cricket?
Well, I am excited because look, he's done really well in white ball cricket.
Yeah.
And it's a thing where it'll be interesting to see how he adapts to red ball cricket because he's shown that in white ball cricket, he's just a phenomenal player.
Yes.
He's just, something
Yeah,
else.
it's something
Yeah,
else,
the way he, he's innovative. The shots that he plays, you sometimes just sit back and think, boy, how are you doing that? Like,
Yes.
how are you managing to play that shot? Red ball cricket is a different temperament, though.
Yeah.
And Surya does have a lot of Ranji Trophy first class experience.
Right.
So it's not that he hasn't played red ball cricket. It's not like he hasn't played, first class cricket. So he has a lot of first class experience. He has a lot of red ball cricket experience, and he needs to bring that experience and that mindset into his test career.
Test career as well. Talking about Ranji Trophy, talking about first class cricket, there's a name that a lot of people have been talking about, Sarfaraz Khan, who made a huge amount of runs in the domestic circuit, could not find a place. Shreyas Iyer gets to play in this team in the middle order. Do you think he had a chance this time?
Look, Shreyas is a wonderful player. Unfortunately, he may miss out because of injury, but he is an absolute, you look at some of his, you look at his numbers in test cricket, they're right up there. He's played some really important innings for India in test cricket. He's played some, so Shreyas I think would be first choice. In terms of Sarfaraz, very disappointing that he's not in the squad, especially when you think, he's had that period where over the last 2-3 years, he's just been phenomenal, to average over 80 or around that mark in first class cricket. And he scored runs for Mumbai in pressure situations. When Mumbai has struggled, he's gone out there and scored 100, a double 100. And as a player, you think sometimes, if that happens to you, you think, boy, what more do I have to do? I've had a period here. Now, if I'm averaging 80 and not getting into getting picked in a team, you're thinking, if I average 60, will I get picked?
Yeah.
Because, and listen, 60 is great.
Yes.
60 is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you think, okay, but if I'm averaging 80 and not getting picked, what are my chances if I'm averaging 60?
Right.
You sometimes might have these certain doubts coming in your mind, and this is so. Look, as far as Sarfaraz is concerned, I really hope that he gets an opportunity soon, because we've seen in the IPL, we've seen in white ball cricket, you do well in the IPL for 3-4 games and you get picked.
Yeah.
You do well for 3-4 games in an IPL, you have half a season of good IPL, and you get picked in white ball cricket.
Right.
This guy has 3 not good seasons, phenomenal seasons of red ball cricket, and he hasn't got picked. So I certainly hope and pray that he gets picked.
All right. So talking about phenomenal seasons, there's another player who's having a phenomenal season right now in the international cricket is Shubman Gill. He has done really good in T20 as well as the ODIs, and now he goes into this series with Australia. Would you bat him top of the order? Would you first of all give him a chance in the playing 11, given that you have KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma at the top of the order? Or would you give him a chance, bat him in the top and move KL Rahul to the middle order?
No, I'd bat KL and Rohit at the top.
Okay.
Those are your regular openers.
Okay.
Shubman, look, he's in phenomenal form, I swear. He's been smashing it in white ball cricket. I'd maybe speak to him and see if he's okay. If he wants to bat in the middle order, and if he is, then I try to find a spot for him and see if he bats in the middle order. Maybe it might be a toss up between him and Surya Kumar Yadav to see who sort of can play. But look, his white ball numbers have just over the last few months have been just spectacular.
Yeah.
And Shubman's time will come. There is absolutely no doubt about that. But at the moment, let's not confuse white ball numbers to what red ball cricket is.
Okay.
And you have to go by who your first choice is. For example, Karun Nair, he got a 100 and then he was dropped in Test cricket because he had come in as a replacement.
Yes.
And once that player who was injured got fit, that player walked back in.
Yes.
So it's the same. So I mean, look, you've got to say that. Look, Shubman, I have no doubt that he will get his opportunity and he will be a huge success in Test cricket. I think he's just one of those cricketers who's got all-round ability, all format ability.
Yes.
I've seen him play some magnificent innings in first-class cricket for Punjab. I remember innings that he played in the Ranji Trophy in Hyderabad in the 4th innings or in Punjab's second innings to chase down score. It was scintillating. So he's got the ability. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that he will be a star in all formats of the game. But at the moment, it's still open with KL and Rohit.
Okay, one last question. Prediction for Virat Kohli? Will we see another 1 or 2 hundreds in this series? It's home
Well, I
conditions.
certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope that because look, he's also back in form. He's also,
Yeah.
there was a period where he, a lot of people were saying, oh, Virat, he's not getting runs, and he was getting trolled a lot, which I thought was ridiculous. But he's answered those. He's got a few runs, he's got a few hundreds, he's got that. There was a time when people would say, oh, he's, at 71, but he's moved past that
Yes.
now. He's moved past that.
Yes.
So I think, and home conditions, the kind of player that he is, an all-time great. He's an absolute there's no question about the fact that he's an all-time great, and all-time greats always have a way of, finding an answer.
And bouncing back.
Yeah. He's bounced back already.
Yes.
He's
Yes,
bounced
we've
back
seen
already.
that.
He doesn't have to bounce back. He's bounced back already. He just needs to, he's got a T20 100 international 100.
Yes.
He's got a
ODI.
100 now. Since that lean trot, now it's time for him to get a test 100.
Yes.
One more test 100.
One more, at least.
No, more. He's going to get more, but I'm saying in this series.
In this series. All right, okay, thank you very much. This was short and sweet and a good discussion with Rohan Gavaskar about the Gavaskar Border Trophy. Stay tuned to Cricket Express for more such episodes and more such discussions on cricket. Thank you.